Hi, everyone. Welcome to Accessibility for All. I'm your host, Teresa Terry, and today we'll be looking at Windows 10 accessibility features built right into your laptop. And so let's get started by first pressing the Windows key plus the letter I simultaneously. That will take us to Settings. Once I'm there, I'm going to click Ease of Access. This brings up the accessibility features that are included in this software. Notice that on the left sidebar, we can see that there's a heading for vision, hearing, and what they call interaction or mobility. We'll start with vision. Looking at the display, if you had a visual impairment, you might need your print a larger scale. You would just simply drag the slider where it best fits the ease of reading and then click Apply. If you need to have the apps and the text enlarged, then you can simply move it from the recommended 125 to the 175 perhaps. And that would give you a larger view. With old eyes, you might find that you need brightness built in. This is what 100% looks like as opposed to 50. With my eyes, I prefer it at around 90. In addition to this, we have the mouse pointer. Oftentimes, young children and people with visual impairments have a hard time locating their mouse. So you can change the size of the mouse, and you can change it from the black outline to the black fill, to even a color of your choice. In addition to that, we have the text cursor. Oftentimes, the cursor gets lost, so you can thicken it here. You can also change its color even. And notice what it's doing on this page. I'm going to go ahead and move mine back to my preferred feature. So we have what we call a magnifier. Magnification is really a great feature for people with visual impairments. Notice that you simply turn it on. There are some shortcuts here with the Windows Plus to enlarge it or Windows Escape to turn it off. You have settings that allow it to automatically start before you sign in or upon signing in. You can invert colors and you can smooth the edges of the images and text. We can also use color filters. This is especially helpful for people with colored blindness. So we can simply turn it on. Notice everything is in grayscale. Here is grayscale inverted. This is also helpful with the red-green. If you were weak in green, notice my icons. Or if you're weak in red, and here's your blue-yellow. I am simply going to turn mine off to get my colors back to how I prefer them. If you have a visual impairment or you are a developmentally young reader and you're wanting to have your screen read for you online, this is a very nice feature. The narrator is a screen reader, and it describes all the information that you need to navigate your device. It's controlled by your keypad, touch, and mouse. So I can click this on.
Narrator dialog. OK. Button. Alt plus O. Heads up. Narrator keyboard changes. Setting exiting narrator.
It's talking. Here is the Open Narrator home. I would suggest you do. Here is the guide for the online narrator. You can have the narrator start up before you sign in or after you sign in, and a few other different controls. Now we're going to take a look at the features that they have that support people that have hearing issues. Notice at first we have the audio. We can make our device easier to hear. We can turn it up. We can also change the device right here. And we'll go back. We can also set it for mono audio. This is helpful because it combines the left and right audio channels into one headset, one ear. You can also have a flashing title bar or even a window or the entire screen to help you notice that you have received a notification. Closed captioning is another feature that is offered for those that need hearing supports. This will make your device easier to use without sound by displaying audio as text. Right here, we have a preview, and it says use the drop-down menu to change how closed captions appear in the windows. So, if you thought you didn't like white, you could try blue. Nope. How about yellow? Yellow looks nice, but I think I still prefer white. You can also look at the caption transparency, how transparent or opaque you need it. You can look at the style of print, the caption size, and you can also look at the caption effects. Let's try raised. Not sure I noticed a change here, but we're going to go to default. We can also change the background. This can improve the contrast and make the text easier to read. So if the caption background color is black, we might want it to be very opaque or translucent. See that? Around it. I'm going to go ahead and put this default and default. I can also dim the Windows content here as well. And those are some of the features for those who have hearing impairments. Now, when it comes to interaction or mobility, we have a few more features. We can use speech. We can make our devices easier to use if you have a limited reach in your arms or strength. So you can use talk instead of type. And you do this through dictation. So this is your text to speech. You can already have it turned on to allow that to work. You might also need to adjust keyboards or even use your device without a physical keyboard. So if I click here, I can use an online on-screen keyboard. I can also adjust the sticky keys, which means I can use one key at a time for a keyboard shortcut. Additionally, there are toggle keys, filter keys, and some more print screen shortcuts that I can have that can make my life easier. And let's look some more. When it comes to a mouse, I can make it, of course, easier to see and control. Notice that I can control its speed, its acceleration. I can only use the mouse keys when the number lock is on, so I can adjust all these. I can turn my number keys into a touchpad if using the mouse is more difficult. And lastly, for those people that cannot move their hands or do not have the strength enough, then eye movement can also be used to control their computer. So how this works is eye control lets them use an eye tracking technology to control their mouse, type using their screen keyboard, and even communicate using text to speech. So today I showed you the different accessibility tools within the Windows 10 software under vision, hearing, and interaction. My hope is that this has helped you and your students in allowing them to be able to access the world. Until next time, have fun, keep learning, stay safe.